Oh, the weather outside is frightful, and my birds are all freezing cold. Come into the studio where it's nice and warm, and the fire is delightful! Hello, and welcome to another one of my weird Let's Pose Some Dolls videos. Today we've got a Balrog and a Kieran. The Balrog is called Balrog, baby Balrog, and Kieran is called Nox. He's just had his chest hairs put on, which makes a difference to them being removed. And here he is. He has goat hair for mane, along with some dyed chicken feathers. Not my chickens, unfortunately, but chickens from Vineyard Fly Tie. As usual, he's fully posable. I thought you might like to see him in the flesh. Turn him around a bit. His tail, it has a beautiful goat hair fluff on it, which I did like actually, and I think I'll do that again because it looks great fun. And it was fun to make as well. Here, let's put him into some sort of lying downy pose, considering how snowy and cold it is outside. I think he wants to lie in front of the fire. Lovely. Nice. With a big fluffy tail like that, he'll be nice and cozy in the winter time. His head can go forward. Like that. I'm going to put the Balrog over here because he looks a little upset just sitting on his back. This is where I take my photos. This is my photography area. So hence the black thing. I've just finished taking photos of the Balrog, so that's why. Got a nice black sheet against the wall. Looks very dark and mysterious, but there you go. So there's Nox lying down, and say you want it to look here. As with all my dolls, you need to hold him on the top of the head. You can also push him by his nose, as I'm sure you've just seen me doing. Head from left to right, easy peasy, like so. Down. Here's something that happens quite a lot to me. If he's standing up with his legs, like so, but he's a little wobbly, sometimes I find if you twist his back, then that makes things a lot easier. Even if you don't think it's twisted, if you just give it a little twist, then sometimes that just makes the feet a bit more flat against the ground. His legs bend here. These are clay, so it can't be posed, but they can be bent where the clay meets the fur, and then they can be bent backwards, or forwards, or out the way, or in the way, whichever way you can think of. The Fimo has varnish on it so that the paint won't come off while you're handling it. But like the gold paint I use can sometimes have a little bit of gold residue come off it, just a little bit of dust, because I don't know what's in it, but I presume it's some sort of pigment that's coming off. I do need to find a new type of gold paint, because that it's good, but it's not fantastic. I'd like something better. Yeah, so that's Nox. He does have a mane on this side. I haven't taken very many photos of him with his mane because I can't really see his face, which is a lot of what these dolls are about, their faces. The eyes are generally the most important part, and the faces, of course. They're the bits that give them life, I think. If the face looks convincing, then you're all right. Okay, so that's Nox. And here's the baby Balrog. They're sort of similar-ish size, height-wise. Not really length-wise. He has a little tail, which you could see in some of the photos. His legs can go forward, and hands inwards. And his wings can go backwards, and the head to the side. And there he is sitting. If you find that you want your doll to sit, but you haven't quite put things properly, then sometimes if you just bend the tail upwards, then it makes it look all that more realistic. I'll do it with Nox actually, because it's usually with these sorts of dolls that it happens with. So the legs both go forward, back bends down, tail backwards, and sit. That looks a little weird. They can go down again. Let's bend his legs a little. Yeah. Sometimes the position of the tail is very important when you do them in sitting pose, I think. There we go. Mock sitting. So, yeah, the Balrog. To get him to stand, you need to actually use his tail as a prop, which isn't very good. I mean, if you try hard enough, I imagine you could get him to balance upright, but it's because his head's quite heavy. You'd need to be quite good, like, make him look like he's walking on air or something. There you go. Oop. Maybe not. I think the other thing might be is that because he's on a soft surface, it might not help. See, look, he's standing now because he's on a hard surface. I didn't think of that before, but there you go. So soft surface is bad. It might also be tilted because it's an ironing board that's under there. So there we go. There's the Balrog. His hand can be bent at the wrist. Well, elbow, I guess. And because he doesn't really have much of an arm. Ooh. That's my leek hitting the stove. Yes, I have a leak in the shed, so when it snows or rains, there's water on my stove. But it's okay. He has fingers in his wings, which means they can be bent too, and the paint won't come off the fabric. If you try to scratch it off, you'll scratch off the print of the fabric as well. So don't do that. They can be bent in most ways because they're pretty flexible. Hold it right in if you want. He has feathers for fire. They were great fun to dye. They were awesome fun. So yeah, there's the Balrog. Not really much else to say about either of them. If you want to commission me, then send me a message at hello@magweno.com. That's MAGWENO, magweno.com. Magweno is an amalgamation of my name, Madeline Gwyneth Norval, so Magweno. So it may sound really weird, but it actually makes lots of sense to me, seeing as it's my name. But anyway, thanks for looking, and I hope you like my dolls. Bye!